still very grippy. It still really keeps itself planted. And well, I don't know about the guys at the back. The car is planted, the guys at the back are not. Hello, and we are currently at the Tarlac Circuit Hill, and we are test driving the Mitsubishi Xforce, the all-new Mitsubishi Xforce, and we're here on the track, so let's see how it performs. So far it's a very smooth engine, and it does handle really well. I like how this steers. There's a little bit more body roll than I would like, and yeah, that's a lot, but yeah, so far so good. Okay, so now we're going to a stop, and we will be switching the car into wet mode and driving on the wet track. Enjoy, guys.
Wala na yung one, umalis na.
How fast do we go here ba? Sige lang.
Try nyo lang din.
Yes, dala niya yung ano.
Type.
Dala niya yung Xforce number 1. Lalabas.
So even when the track is very wet, it's still very grippy. It still really keeps itself planted. And well, I don't know about the guys at the back. The car is planted, the guys at the back are not. But yeah. And now we're gonna do something that I don't really expect that we're gonna be doing. So it's off-roading a front-wheel drive subcompact crossover. And yeah, let's push it hard. And yeah, it does really good here. So I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to my passengers. And now we're gonna be driving this at an angle, so surely this is one thing that is really good about Mitsubishi vehicles. That's why I drive one, because they are capable of doing things like this. Even if this is a small crossover, I drive a Mitsubishi SUV, but this one can do about the same things as that. So now we switch to mud mode, and we'll be taking this on this very muddy road. So another thing that I never expected to be doing is taking a subcompact crossover on the mud. So something that you don't do every day, and yeah.
Sige, okay lang.
But yeah, this does so well. It's amazing what this little thing can do, even in conditions that's really not designed for it. And now we'll be testing out this vehicle's active yaw control. So that's one feature that this car gets. The Mitsubishi Xpander has it, the Mitsubishi Triton, and it just makes taking corners at higher speeds much easier and much safer for everyone in the car. So now we're gonna be taking this on a dirt track. So this would simulate something like if you're taking your family or your friends to the beach or any resort in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, this car is doing it pretty well as well. You don't hear anything rattling, so that's something. And the ride is pretty smooth still, even if it's very bumpy outside. Also do note that we do have that 1.5 liter engine, which doesn't really have much power and torque, but with the full load of passengers we have right now, it can still lift up the entire vehicle through the steep off-road dirt tracks. Also, just to add that the conditions that we're driving this car in is somewhere similar to conditions where I used to drive my Mitsubishi Motors Sport very frequently when it was new. So that car is already 3 years old and it has like 75,000 kilometers. Now it still feels like it's brand new, so I can expect that that would be the same case with the Mitsubishi Xforce as well. Okay, so we're in one of the last few courses now, and it's more of a ground clearance test. So we're driving the car tilted again, and what angle are we on? So
Yeah.
it's
It's
like 21 degrees.
15 to 20 to as
Yeah.
high as 30.
It can go as high as 30 degrees. So it's just pretty much a test of how much we can angle this car. But I'm scared, so we're gonna go back down.
Okay lang yan.
But yeah, so everything so far is so good. I'll be showing you this car in just a bit, so just keep watching. So we've already driven the Mitsubishi Xforce yesterday, or rather the other day. So this day 3 already of this media drive, and now let's take a look at the exterior. So I really like how this looks on the outside. So you can see here this really large front grille, of course with the Mitsubishi logo in the middle, rather small compared to their other models. And then we have these huge T-shaped headlights as well. If I'm not mistaken, Mitsubishi calls this design language silky and smooth. I don't know how that applies here, but it just looks really good. It's very different from the usual Mitsubishi products we see. And down there you can see this very rugged looking bumper, which yeah, just really matches everything on the outside. Okay, so here on the side we have these very nice looking 18-inch alloy wheels. They are quite scratched up right now because there was an incident yesterday. So yeah, but they do look very nice, and they're wrapped in Hankook tires. So these are actually really quiet on the road when on the highway. And then the rest of the car, it does look pretty good as well. Very few lines here, but whatever lines we do have here just look very cohesive with the rest of the car. We also have this black roof over here and black pillar, so that gives contrast, especially to this white body color. And then we also have these power folding side mirrors here with our blind spot monitor over there as well. Then if you just follow me going here to the back, so towards here we do have a mishmash of lines here, which I also really like. It just matches the overall aesthetic. Then we also have the T-shaped LED taillights back here. We have a very flat tailgate over here, so I'm usually not a fan of these, but in this car it does look really good. We also have parking sensors, by the way, and the bumper here also kind of mimics the bumper in front. So let's open up the tailgate. So this actually has a power tailgate, and it's really quick, as you can see. So we do have some snacks here. These are not sponsored, by the way. And yeah, you can see here that we have a pretty standard amount of space. I'm guessing there's around 300 to 400 liters of space, and maybe we can fit a few pieces of luggage here, maybe like 4 small ones side by side or 2 big ones on top of each other. And we can also raise up this floor. So this is on the lower setting. Now we can raise that up as well. And closing it down, let's head inside. Now we're in my favorite part of the Xforce, which is the interior. You can see here that the design is also very different from our usual Mitsubishi products. This looks very modern, looks very premium. Usually the Mitsubishi products look a bit dated or simple, but this one, they took it to the next level. And then when it comes to materials as well, we're used to brands giving us soft touch plastic, soft touch leather in the dashboard, but the Xforce gives us this soft melange fabric. I think that's how you say it, melange. So it's a very nice fabric. It's light gray or white, and it just looks really good. It feels really nice as well. It's very unique and not the usual that we get in vehicles these days. Although the rest of the materials, we have hard touch plastics on top of the dashboard, door panels are all hard touch plastic, but everything does feel pretty solid. Then moving on, we do have a fully digital instrument cluster here. It's 8 inches in size, and it's a more modern design compared to what you will see in the Montero Sport and Expander Cross. And it does show us a very decent amount of information. Actually, a lot of information. Everything is over there. Then the steering wheel here is what you will see in the Triton as well. It's very nice, 3-spoke. It is lacking paddle shifters. I wish it had that. And it does have our controls here for our instrument cluster and for our ADAS, like adaptive cruise control and so. And then moving here to the center, we have this, I believe this is around 10 inches in size infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So this is also a different system. It's a new system and it's very easy to use. It does show us an abundance of information. So we have loads of information here, just like our, let's just let that motorcycle pass. But yeah, so we have lots of information here. We have this, it's like the Mitsubishi Pajero gauges. Very nice to see. We have our driving score. We have our whatever this is, but yeah, we have lots and lots of vehicle information here, which is very much appreciated. And then again, it's very responsive, very easy to use. Then moving down, we have our automatic climate controls, dual zone for this car with our air purification system. 2 USB ports, USB A and C, 12-volt power outlet, a wireless phone charger. So we have a phone charging there right now. Then here in the center console, it's very clean actually. So we have our electronic parking brake with auto hold over there, our normal shifter with our sport mode button on the side, and our drive mode selector. So this car again has different drive modes, which we already showed you earlier. So normal, wet, gravel, and mud. Then here, 2 cup holders and our center armrest here, which is pretty nice with lots of space underneath, which is cooled by the way. And then finally, our seats. So these are also very different from usual Mitsubishis. They're much more supportive, they feel more comfortable, and they look really nice as well. The material is typical Mitsubishi leather, which is also pretty nice. And now we're at the back seat of the Xforce, and as you can see, I have loads of space back here. Mitsubishi actually claims that this is the biggest in its segment. I'm not sure if that's compared to the Yaris Cross or to the Corolla Cross, but yeah, I have loads of space back here. You can see that my feet have lots of room to play around over here. Leg room, knee room is all good. Headroom as well is pretty good. And yeah, these seats are actually quite comfortable as well. So they're very soft. They have a decent amount of support, and the headrests here can be adjusted well, although it is quite hard. Yeah, and the seat belt is way back over there. But anyway, amenities here, we can find 2 aircon vents, 2 USB ports as well, A and C, just like in front. We have our seat back pockets, one the usual down here, and another one up here for my phone. I forgot my phone in front, but yeah, we can put our phone over here. And I forgot to mention that we do have a Yamaha sound system. So it's actually Yamaha's first sound system designed for any vehicle, and I will admit that it is one of the best that I've experienced in any car that I've tried. So be sure to try it out once you get the chance to do so yourself. It's really, really good.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
And I actually spent most of my time back here, and it's really, really nice. But anyway, I'll be able to show you more about this vehicle hopefully soon. So I will ask Mitsubishi to land with this as soon as possible. But yeah, I guess that's it for our first look at this car. Very promising, and the pricing, I'll just give it to you in the comments and in the description of this video, or maybe somewhere down here if it's already available by the time I edit this. But yeah, that's it for our first look at the Mitsubishi Xforce. I'll see you again soon.